Call to the booth. The playoffs are underway. How do the losing teams get better? Paul, drop that beat.
Harrison Sanford and Aqib Talib right here on the Blue Wire Podcast Network. Make sure you check us out on Altitude TV if you want to get your Broncos updates, or see us Thursday on your podcast feed. Big divisional round weekend we must discuss. But before we get there, we have to talk about what happened. Aqib, I didn't message you on Monday. I don't think I did, at least. I'll let everybody have their time off.
Yeah.
Take us through your experience on Sunday, please.
Man, well, the seats were great. You know what I'm saying? We was like row 13 or whatever it was, 13, 14. Right, section 111. We right behind the Cowboys bench. You know what I'm saying? So we was in it. That's the experience that I wanted the boys to have. My nephews and my sons, we all went to the game along with my brother. Went to the game, man. We like 8 deep. I wanted them to have that game experience, right? And we checked that box, man. We was in the game. The atmosphere was crazy in there, man. You definitely could feel the energy in there. Dak had the ball. He was down 6. I know everybody in the stadium besides the Niners fans, and definitely us 8, we just knew Dak was finna go get points, man. But he wasn't able to get the points. It was disappointing, but the atmosphere that I wanted the boys to be in, we definitely checked that box, man. So we had a great time, even though the Cowboys lost.
Before we talk about how to fix the Cowboys, so did you leave? You're not one of those who would have left early. You stayed to the very end. I know people got to think about traffic. How you operate?
Oh, we stayed to the end for sure. We had a great parking. We in and out.
There you go. There you go. All right. So we'll spend 1 minute each on how to fix all the 6 playoff teams that lost. Ready? Let's start with the Dallas Cowboys. You have Mike McCarthy there. You also have free agents in Dalton Schultz and Randy Gregory. How would you fix the Cowboys?
Man, you let them rock out again, man. You get 12 wins as a team. You don't want to break that band up, not just yet, man. In my opinion, man, they probably gonna lose their D coordinator. They might lose their O coordinator, but probably gonna lose your D coordinator, man. You let the next guy come up, the guy who know the system the best. You let him come up, run a D. Keep McCarthy. You make him go a little younger, spend Schultz money a little somewhere else. You deep on the D line too. I don't know if you pay Randy Gregory. Keep them boys together, man. Just add to that. Add to that. Don't let McCarthy go nowhere.
I assume Cowboys fans would be a little bit concerned about the future or the backfield future between Zeke Elliott and Tony Pollard.
Yeah. That's gonna be tough, right? It's gonna be tough, man. It's Cowboys and Dallas love Zeke, but it's kind of like Pollard is on his heels right now. Pollard emerging as that guy, man. So they definitely gonna have a decision to make right there, man. They're gonna have to take their heart out of it and make a decision right there for sure.
New England Patriots got washed in Buffalo. Never seen anything like that happen to Bill Belichick. Had to give up the sticks at one point in the game. We saw what happened with Stephon Gilmore. Ended up with the Carolina Panthers. Patriots didn't want to pay him. J.C. Jackson, emerging as one of the best DBs in the league, is now a free agent. We already know we're going to let Mac Jones develop. They're probably going to try and get more talent for him on the perimeter. But J.C. Jackson seems like a big piece to their puzzle. How do you think Bill Belichick handles this versus his history of handling players of his caliber?
Well, I think Bill going to handle it like he handled it, man. It used to be like a super privilege to play in New England because you knew he was going to the AFC chip and the Super Bowl, and that's what you was taking a pay cut because you was taking the wins. But I don't know if that's his motto now. You know what I'm saying? Because he went out and dropped the bag this offseason. So I don't know if that's still his motto. So man, hopefully he find a way to keep JC, man. Break the bank, man. Keep that boy JC, and just add one guy on the outside for Mac Jones who could really, really stretch the field. Mac Jones super accurate throwing the ball downfield. You saw that when he was in Alabama. So, man, you got to get a guy who can stretch the field, find a way to keep JC. Patriots just fine.
Patriots just fine. All right, Philadelphia Eagles, I don't know if they're just fine. Seem to be solid on the defensive side of the ball. They have a wealth of running backs, but they have questions outside of Devontae Smith at wide receiver, and the big question at Jalen Hurts at quarterback after seeing year 2 of him Thoughts on fixing, quote unquote, the Eagles?
Right. Well, you remember we taped like in March, April, and I was like, the Eagles, they gonna be fighting for that 7th seed. Look, boom, they land into the 7th seed. Your second year, you win the playoffs. You help the team, you help the organization establish an identity on what we is. You know what I'm saying? That's Jalen Hurts being vocal, being a leader. Like, man, we need to run the ball more. You need to use me in the run game. They emerged and turned to the second best team in the NFC East. And they're gonna be the second best team in the NFC East for a while. They're gonna battle with the Cowboys for years to come, man. So the Eagles, I think they good. You stay with Jalen Hurts, get him a couple more weapons, and just add where you see fit, man. Just you got the core pieces already. Ride with Jalen Hurts. If you want to compete for that NFC East, Jalen Hurts better be under center.
So if you were an Eagles fan, you would be at peace with Jalen Hurts as your quarterback.
Oh yeah, we in a great situation. Why wouldn't I? I mean, he showed a little promise when he came in his rookie year. The second year, we in the 7th seed, we in the playoffs, and we ain't established an identity to halfway through the year. You know what I'm saying? Now we coming into the season, we got an identity, add a couple more weapons, and really clean up that package that y'all got, and then shoot your shot again, man. I think y'all in a good spot.
I'm sure Eagles fans would love to see more development as a passer from him, but again, that also has to do with talent that's out there. I know they haven't
Definitely.
been too happy with the other wide receivers, namely Jalen Rager. All right, Pittsburgh Steelers.
Mike
They
T, you
made
need
it
a
into the
quarterback, baby. You know what it is.
in.
Big Ben gone. You need a quarterback, man. There's some big names out there that you probably can land, man. You got a great organization, a great football community. Uh, you should be able to land one of these big name guys, man. Whether that's Deshaun, whether that's Russell, one of these guys you should be able to get, man. So you're gonna have to rebuild a little bit on defense, get a little youth on defense. But I think, like I said, your core positions, Mika, Watt, those guys are locked in. They there. You got a running back. You got to clean up that O line and get you a quarterback, man. Everything about this offseason should say O line quarterback for the Steelers.
Indeed. All right, before we get to the Cardinals who lost on that Monday Night Football playoff game, Rich Bisaccia and the Las Vegas Raiders, should they bring him back after making it to the playoffs?
Man, Rich did a great job, man. I don't think they're going to bring him back just because, they the Raiders. I think they're looking for like a big name guy. But I think Rich did a great job. It was in my hand. I think the Raiders need a quarterback, man. I'm sorry. I just got to say it, man. It's if you get to year 8, your playoff record is 0-1, ride with you no more. I don't care what the circumstances is. I can't ride with you no more. Carr on year 8, he just finished his 8th year. You're like 0-1 in the playoffs, man. So at that point I got to move on if I'm GMing or the owner or whatever.
I did not expect you to go there. I assume that you liked what he did this year, but what particularly about his skill set do you not vibe with?
Man, it's I always say it, winning is a skill, man. And if you only got one playoff appearance, 0-1, you don't have that winning skill. You got everything else. You got other skills, but that winning part of it is levels to it. It's regular season to get you to 9 wins, then it's big games to get over the hump, man. I just don't see it, man. I don't see that. I don't see that winning skill there with Carr. So I have to move on.
Indeed, I think Raiders fans have to be pleased with the season, but yes, obviously room for improvement there as they lost to the Cincinnati Bengals. All right, last one. Arizona Cardinals, Kyler Murray and Cliff Kingsbury, they start the years on fire.
Right.
And then it flames. What's going on? How do they fix it going into next season?
Oh man, it's a tough one right here, man. Because 3 years together, y'all got one playoff appearance, and it was a bad appearance. You wanna change something, but you see the improvement that they have every year. It's hard to break that band up, man. So honestly, if I was upstairs, I'd give them one more shot, man, and hope we can stay healthy. Hopefully, I can keep JJ in there because I think when JJ left, the vibe kind of changed. You know what I'm saying? You start off hot, you had a great leader in there, and JJ leave, he not in there. It's hard. Hop leave, you don't have him in your biggest game. He your biggest weapon. So if I'm management, man, I like what we got going. Kyler was kind of nervous in the playoffs. He held the ball a little bit. I think him in year 2 of the playoffs, in year 4 of his career, he'll be better. So I'm going to try to keep the band together, man. Add where I see fit, in a couple spots. But for the most part, keep them guys together. Shoot your shot one more time. If you was in a tournament this year, you're not that far off, man. So teams can't go in panic mode. The teams who should go in panic mode should be the teams who picking first in the draft and stuff. Y'all should be in panic mode. If you just got put out this tournament, you right there. You an injury or a one leader player, one leader away from being where you want to be, man. So don't abandon ship. You see so many teams do that. They abandon ship so fast, then they win 6 games next year, man. So Cardinals good. They just need a couple more reps. As long as y'all getting better, that's what the league about. The year y'all go 4 and 5 wins or something like that, now Kingsbury, you got to go. We got to break it up. We got to start over. But y'all going up. Keep going up.
Back with more Call to the Booth before we get out of here. Got to give you our betting picks for this upcoming weekend. First, let me update you on a little prop bet that we had going into last week. Most rushing yards throughout the duration of the playoffs. Aqib picked Tony Pollard.
Out of there.
Finished with out of there with 14. I picked Leonard Fournette. Did not play, but has a chance to play this weekend. And right now, producer Paul, who you see on your screen and you hear on the podcast app, Josh Allen has 66 yards. So now he is the leader in the clubhouse for now.
We've got a shot. We've got a shot.
Definitely got a shot.
All right, divisional round betting picks. Bengals +3 at Tennessee Titans, 47 over under. What do you like, Keith?
Oh, I love them Bengals wideouts, man. So I'm gonna go Bengals +3. I probably tease it and be +9, but I'm gonna go Bengals +3. I think they just overpower them outside, man. I don't see how the Titans gonna stop those receivers.
I agree with the Bengals +3. Don't know how I feel about that 47 over under just yet. Paul, like any of those? Or you? Yeah, I see you also like the +3.
Yeah, I'm on the Bengals +3 also. So we're all on the Bengals. Titans still giving up a ton of passing yards, even though their defense is better this year.
It's a bad matchup for them Titans.
Bad matchup indeed. 49ers +5 at Green Bay, 47.5 over under. Keep.
I'm gonna stay away from the over unders, man. It's either gonna be a super blowout or I don't know. I'm staying away from all the over unders, but I'm riding with A-Rod, man. Packers -5 at the crib. I need it.
Paul?
Yeah, I'm going to take the Niners. I don't love it, but I've already invested in Niners futures. I've got them to win the NFC. I've got them to win the Super Bowl. So I'm just hoping they get to the NFC title game, and I've got a hedge spot, but I'll take the points. Don't love it, but I'll take the points.
Like the Packers on the money line. I don't know about the +5. Rams +3 at Tampa Bay, 48.5 over under. Keep.
Ooh, if anybody could beat these Bucks, it's the Rams, man. And they came out toting the rock. They look like they primed for a Super Bowl run. But I ain't betting against Tommy ever again. I'm taking the Bucks at the crib -3.
I'm going to take the Bucks too. I mean, this line was north of 3 before everyone watched the Rams blow out Arizona. So I think it's a little bit of an overreaction. So I'll lay the points with the Bucks. I like the Bucks -3.
I'm taking the Rams +3 for sure. They beat the Bucks in LA earlier this season. And I would say from a talent standpoint, the Bucks aren't as talented as they were at that point than they are now. But of course, Tom could figure it out. We'll see. And the best game of the weekend, it would seem, Josh Allen versus Patrick Mahomes. Bills getting 2.5, 54 over under. Keep.
That's the best game of the weekend.
In my opinion.
Adding fuel to the fire, Tommy. You know what I'm saying? First, they put you at 1 o'clock Sunday. Harrison said, you ain't the best game of the week. I'm riding with the Chiefs, man, -2. And I'm going 54 high. I'm leaving it alone. Chiefs -2.5.
All right, I'm going to take the Bucks, the Bills +2.5. I got that Josh Allen future to worry about. So I got the Bills +2.5. They beat them earlier this season. Do it again in Arrowhead.
Rolling with the Bills plus the 2.5. Before we get out of here, real quick, Paul has introduced some defensive backs that could win Super Bowl MVP as he looked at some future odds. He got to keep thoughts on it. So can you introduce us to the audience, please?
Yeah. So played 3 of them, and these are bombs, like long shots. So played Trayvon Diggs at 250 to 1. That's already dead. Tyrann Mathieu to win Super Bowl MVP was It's down to 150 to 1. It was 300 to 1. So I like that. That's got a chance. And Kevin Byard from the Titans, 400 to 1. Now the thinking is, based on history, you either got to have 2 picks or pick 6 for a defensive back or a defensive player to win Super Bowl MVP. Like James Harrison had a pick 6. So that's what we're counting on. These are long shots. Byard's still 400 to 1. Just get one of those guys into the game and you got a shot. But obviously you're betting way ahead of the Super Bowl. So that's why the odds are so long.
Aqib, you like anybody to go ahead? Sorry, go ahead.
If the Titans get there, and Byard definitely got a shot, man. He a playmaker on D. He could come up with 2 picks in that game. He could come up with a fumble recovery and a touchdown and a pick. He could come up with 2 big plays easy. And if the Honey Badger get there, man,
right?
He can.
That's
get
what
it.
He does.
That's what he
does,
do.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I like both of them.
Out of curiosity, Paul, what's Jalen Ramsey's odds?
He is, I believe, 250 to 1. I looked at that this morning. I just don't think the Rams are going to get there, but 250 to 1.
And if they do get there, nobody not finna come messing with Ramsey and throwing hella balls his way. Nah.
He's too good. He's too good.
He gonna have a quiet day if they get to the chip. And not gonna mess with him.
There you go. You got your divisional round betting advice. Make sure you come back next week. We'll review and preview. Can't believe it. The AFC and NFC Championship weekend. We're almost there. See you guys next time.